Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe Spino Zord from Power Rangers Dino Supercharged. My camera does not want to stay upright. There we go. This is the Zord, this Zord has, this is the Zord that has appeared in the Japanese series, but has not appeared in America. This does take the title. I would assume this also has the same title as Toba Spino, as being the most uncontrollable Dino Zord that there is. But as of right now, this Zord has not been seen in the show, so hence why I kind of stuttered, because I don't know what to say about this. He hasn't been seen in the show, so yeah, there's not much to say about him. And I have customized him. Legwork here and the areas here were not painted, but I used a silver Sharpie oil marker to color all that in. So yeah, let's take a look at the box, then the Dino Charger, and the Zord itself. So here we have the box, and it actually fits into frame, so I don't have to awkwardly move the camera. This is where the Zord would be stored, and then you also got a nice backdrop. I might actually use these backdrops in a photo if I ever feel like it. On this side, we have a nice little scaly pattern with Dino Supercharge and the Zord. On this side, we have things you can do with the charger. On the top, I actually did get the Dino Super Drive Saver, but I'll review that tomorrow. And then on the top, we got Dino Supercharge. Please do not do that again. Bottom is just a bunch of gibberish, and on the back, everything you're gonna do. And even though it does have the combination that I'm gonna be showing off, it shows it off with the purple Packazord rather than the gray one. Kind of sucks, really. Yeah. So anyway, here we have the Spino Charger. Done out in a navy blue. It says Spinosaurus on the back. And just for comparison, here it is with the Toba Spino Judenshi. It is done in a navy blue. Actually, it's more of a darker blue, but this one's more navy blue. This one's more darker blue. And of course, this one's thinner and smaller. And you can't see a damn thing. It says Spinosaurus right there, and there, even though for this version there is a Kyoryu Navy, aka Death Ryuger. Depends if you watched the movie or watched the after series episode special. Why did that fling out of my hand? And of course you can charge it up. And yeah, and then comparing those, again, this one's a lot smaller, so yeah. We can't put it in the morpher, which I turned off because I didn't want the battery to drain. The custom work doesn't look that bad. Just gonna go. I worked with it.
Unleash the power.
It didn't say anything. It didn't even say Spinosaurus. Like, literally, that's all it says.
Unleash the power.
Like, it does recognize it as the Spino Charger, but doesn't do anything outside of that. I'm gonna have this off now. Okay, the top needs to be fixed. The sides, well, in lighting, the sides look bad, but yeah, whatever. With custom work, you gotta work with what you got. So, anyway, here is the. Why did that look taller? Or why did that look shorter earlier? I dropped a pen and my phone. There we go. Here we have the Spino Zord. Done out in a navy blue plastic with bits of yellow paint and silver, including the silver paint I added myself, which apparently makes my phone think it's okay to fall backwards. I still have some work to do with this thing because I haven't gotten around to doing it because I forgot. And of course this section here. But I will finish that later. And as you can tell, the tail is smaller. You could give it the tail from the Downcharge Megazord, but I'll get more into that later. Yeah. Whereas on the back, I leave this blank because, well, I have to color this in too. But as for the rest of it, I leave blank because, well, it was left blank in the original. Except for maybe these two spots. Well, because I'm now looking back at Toba Spino, who's like right next to me. Yeah. Posability, you can move his little arms here, and then you can kind of have him bend his legs. That's pretty much it. Now, unlike Toba Spino, where the mouth opened from the bottom jaw, this one opens from the upper head. And I don't know why. Why did I stammer when I said upper head? It sounded like upper hood. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. And, yeah. For a quick comparison, here we have him next to Toba Spino, who is, again, is a lot bigger. And this one actually had the mouth open from the bottom jaw, other than this one who opens from the upper head. Again, the most noticeable difference, there are actually two. One, well, three if you count, if you don't customize yours. That would be the paint on the legs and the bottom area. One, the arms are not structured to that of a Spinosaurus. A Spinosaurus, like Toba Spino, has long arms. This one has T-Rex arms, which is cool if you didn't like the long arms of this thing. But I prefer this because it's accurate to the actual dinosaur itself. This is not accurate. And two, gee, I wonder what the difference is. Maybe it could be that the tail looks like it's been chopped in half. I don't know if they did that because the box wasn't big enough or what. But yeah. That's a thing. I don't know why. Quite frankly, it's very awkward. Of course, you can insert the Dino Charger into his mouth. However, instead of causing a boomerang to flip out, when you lock it in, nothing happens, but he has frills just like Gabutira or the T-Rex Zord, which if you push down while there's something in his mouth, will kind of make it like that. Which I will admit does hide the... I just got a message from someone. Anyway. I will admit does hide the charger quite well. Unless you're looking at it from the front, which does have the QR code if you do want to scan it. There it is inside his mouth. Yeah, not really much of a battle mode, unlike how this guy literally gained a freaking boomerang on his back. That's quite the noticeable difference. Like this guy, you can't really notice much, but whatever. He does have an action gimmick, though. While there is no boomerang up here, you can take this little bit, and it comes with 3 of these yellow missiles. And I'm going to put the box back here. And what it does, you load in a missile, and it's best if you can leave it like that, but it's best if you have it a little bit clear. So, and then you hit this button right here, and it actually fires the missile, and that actually did go pretty far. But if you do it like from this point, it doesn't do it that far, so you have to kind of raise it really high, like you're gonna shoot something from the sky, and you couldn't see that at all, could you? Yeah, you gotta shoot it like really high, like you're shooting something out of the sky. So there's already a wall back here, and as well as cereal boxes, because this is the bridge between the living room and the kitchen, as you couldn't tell by the microwave in the background that I've constantly been having for so long. Anyway, that's pretty much all he does by himself. Again, this set comes with 3 of these. I didn't bring the other 2 because I was lazy, but if you lose one, you get 2 other spares. So all that's left to do is combine this guy with the Ankylozord and the Pachazord. We'll start transforming these guys. And remember how I said that it's literally impossible to get the legs to look correct? Well, they don't look accurate to the show, but there is a way to work around it that I misled entirely when I first had this. It's kind of just finagling this, and if I could remember correctly exactly how this went, that'd be great. Okay, because that doesn't look quite as accurate. However, what you actually end up needing to do is kind of get it to do that. That works quite well. I wish it could be a little bit more accurate to the show, but that actually does work a little bit better. I'm not sure if it's actually official, as in the instructions or anything, but I saw Bruno of MMPR Toys do this trick with his Pachazord, and I assume it will also work for the other 2 that have these leg types, and I guess fold the feet in. And there you go. Now that actually looks a little bit better. Doesn't look as accurate, but it does actually kind of match up and hide everything a little bit more better than how it was earlier with the legs kind of getting stuck. So, I will admit I goofed up. So, laugh at me. Then again, I'm not sure if anyone else knew that. If they did, well, congratulations, we're in the same club. Again, you don't have to put the chargers in because it doesn't make any difference anyway, but I do it for effect. So to prep this guy, we take off the sail part, flip that down, because, well, I do anyway. And this, while it won't become a boomerang or a shield, it will become a weapon. I will actually set those off to the side for a little bit later. And then what we're going to do next is take off his tail. I don't know, his little nub of a tail. But this actually does have a purpose, though be it a, well, I wouldn't say it's a bad purpose. It's kind of cool, but fold the little T-Rex arms that should never be on a Spinosaurus ever down. Do that. And then, of course, spread out the legs, and he will drop the helmet from his backside. There it is. Not as glossy or as fancy looking as the one on Spino, but it makes my camera fall over, so that's a thing. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to not make this fall over. So anyway, and of course we stick one arm here. That was a little bit hard to work with for some damn reason. One arm here. And again, I like to set this up top. I guess the damn thing isn't all the way in. Hang on. I do like to have that folded up when he's holding a weapon, but when it's like not holding anything, I do flip it out. But not for this formation in particular. There we go. Alright, there we go. Put on this thing, which is actually a shoulder cannon. If you can tell by the hole, this actually becomes a shoulder cannon. It doesn't go to the back or anything, it actually becomes a legit shoulder cannon. Flip the head up. And hello, helmet. And there we have, honestly, I don't know what to call this. I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is called the Spino Charge Megazord Pachyankylo formation. So yeah, but just for short, we're just going to call this the Spino Charge Megazord. Because, yeah, that makes the most sense. Posability, similar to that of Spino Dio, except this one actually has full rotation on the arms. Rather than it just being stopped halfway, which didn't even make sense because there was no wiring through the arms because it didn't hit a button. And of course, you can move his legs a lot better than Spino Dio because of how short the arms are. And again, you can twist the waist, but you know, that's it. And of course, he does have a weapon, which is not a boomerang or shield. It is actually, if I flip that out and then flip this handle out, it's a blaster, which you can put in his hand and actually have him fire the missile from the chamber, which isn't pointed right because I guess it's weighted down, or just how this is all set up. But yeah, you can fire the missile if you want. That's still a thing. Don't worry about it. And of course, I need to set this up to Spino Dio. Really, I need to end this off with something decent. The only thing I didn't change was like the arms back into their regular mode because we already saw what those look like. So, at least from my point of view, okay, or I could have just made that up and for whatever reason put them back in there. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, why is it back? Yeah, and here it is with Spino Dio, which is a great deal taller and a great deal. It actually has a shiny visor, which I like. And of course, he actually uses a boomerang and a shield, which honestly looks like a meat clubber. Yeah. So this is the one we are used to seeing. This one, on the other hand, is just his son? I don't know. So yeah, overall, that is pretty much it. I will say it is quite the substitute, and I do actually like the little shoulder cannon, which again, you can, if you don't want it, have off. But, yeah, I mean, if you want to get it, go ahead. It's up to you if you want it. But, yeah, I will see you guys later. Take care. Okay, what the frick? I want to end the video. Please shoot the camera. Wow, it actually hit.